Okay, good morning, good afternoon, good evening, depending on where you're tuning in from. Just kind of going live here on all the various venues. We're live here on Facebook, just tapping into YouTube right now. And of course, we are on Zoom. Got everyone muted out. So I hope everybody is having a fantastic Friday. Excited about weekend. We've got what I believe is a very exciting topic here today. We're going to talk about, why network marketing. We're going to talk about the power of network marketing. We're going to talk about the differences of network marketing. I mean, really, guys, the life-changing, power of this industry. And I was listening to a audio tape. Yesterday, I was on a 4 mile, actually I did a 5 mile hike yesterday behind my house, 1,000-foot elevation. Hadn't hiked in 5 days. And so it was just really exciting, really great to get back out there. The wind was blowing and so hard during the week and had some other things going on. So I didn't get out there, but it was just great to get back out there. But I've been listening to information. I've listened to Dean Graziosi, listened to Napoleon Hill's Think and Grow Rich, listens to The Strangest Secret by Earl Nightingale. And so yesterday I'm listening to Randy Gage, and he's got an audio. It's an old audio, and the audio is titled "The Rat Race." Okay, that's the name of the audio. And what he did is he just talked a lot about, the everyday life of people, and the fact that most people are living a life of quiet desperation. He talked about, and what the reason I'm sharing this, because when I'm listening to this, I'm just like, yes, this is so incredibly true. How many people are living a life of quiet desperation. They're doing today the same thing they did yesterday and the same thing they're going to do tomorrow, just out of routine with no real excitement in their life. Matter of fact, most people don't enjoy what they do. They suffer through the week to get through the week, to get to the weekends. And he talked about the alarm clock, and Monday morning, 6:30 a.m., the alarm clock goes off, and you hit the snooze button. I want a few more minutes of sleep, and you try to wake up and stumble into the shower and have a cup of coffee and get to work, and maybe run through a drive-through for some breakfast, and I made it through Monday. And incidentally, statistically, Mondays are the number one day when heart attacks occur, right? The stress of going to work. And then again, in most cases, something people do not enjoy. Very few people really love what they do, right? They do what they do because they have to do what they do. They have to make a living, but they don't like their boss. They feel like they're in, dead end. They're not being appreciated. They're not being valued. They're not being heard. And it creates all this stress, and they're not getting paid like they'd like to get paid. And it creates a lot of stress and a lot of anxiety and frustration and anger. And reality, guys, that's the way most people spend their life, right? I mean, they spend their life in this 9 to 5. Matter of fact, he talked about, and then he talked about statistics. And although these statistics, I believe, are somewhat old, okay, I believe they're still really accurate. And he said, if you take, and there was I can't remember who he referenced that did the study, but it was where they followed 100 people, 100 college graduates. Right? College graduates, 100 college graduates for 45 years to retirement, age 65 at that particular time. And this is 96 people out of 100. Now, keep in mind, these 100 people, none of them, started their career saying, I want to dedicate my life to a company that I don't like, I don't enjoy, I'm going to suffer through every week, I'm going to, get to retirement, and I'm going to be dead or dead broke, because that is the statistic. 96% of people reach age 65 dead or they're dead broke, right? I mean, that is the reality. And again, nobody starts out, that's what they want. It just happens. They get stuck. They get stuck in this routine, this mundane, lifeless routine of making a living, and they never get anywhere. So the reason I'm bringing this up, and I'm going to kind of bounce around here because I got all kinds of things going on in my head, because I just look at the power of network marketing and everything for it. Eric Worre talks about it is simply a better way. It is a better way in literally every aspect of it. It is a better way. It creates experiences in the everyday person's life that they would have never, ever had a chance to experience. Travel, people they meet, rewards trips, things of that nature. It creates an opportunity to create an income that they could have never, ever obtained in their job, right? I mean, here's another, statistic is, from a standpoint of wealth creating is, most wealth is created, either from a business owner, from some type of a major stock play, through getting involved in a company and getting dividends or stock. But the everyday person, unless they're incredibly well-disciplined and very, very wise in their investments, which ultimately is nobody, okay, they're going to be a part of that statistic. They're going to be a part of that 96% of people that reach age 65, dead or dead broke. Three people out of the 100 meet their needs. Meaning they're not dependent on society. They're not dependent on churches or charity or family to support them. Only 3%. 96% are dead or dead broke. 3% are self-sustaining, meaning they're not requiring assistance other than maybe their retirement or their Social Security, which obviously they earned or they built that. But their life is a matter of existence. I mean, their idea of an excitement in their day is walking their dog around the neighborhood. I mean, because that's about all they can afford to do. And only one person out of 100, is financially independent. One person out of 100. And so let's just look at this from several perspectives. I mean, I look at myself. I mean, I'm not a college graduate. I barely graduated high school. I went to work in a factory, making $9 an hour, working long hours, on call 24/7. And you thought I had the best job I'd ever get. I actually enjoyed my job. I'm one of the rare people. I really loved my work. I really did. I love my work. So I don't know what happened to let me look at something else. And open mind up, because I really thought I had the best job I'd ever possibly get. And like I said, I'm one of the rare people actually really enjoyed what I did. But I got teased, got approached, got introduced to this concept of network marketing. And I'm sure I would have advanced in my job, but I think I would have probably been there most of my life. I think I would have stayed at my job most of my life had it not been for this introduction. Number one, introducing. Number two, recognizing. Number three, taking action on this industry of network marketing. Again, like most people, I didn't think about making millions of dollars. I thought about making a few $100 extra. And so I kind of stuck my toe in the water and did it part-time and more, I started to dream and look further. And, before I know it, I'm able to be full-time. And then I see a bit further. And so it just evolved into millions and millions of dollars. I don't know in the real world where I could have ever done that. And I think that is true for most people. Guys, this is the thing. As we go out there and we build our network marketing businesses, you need to, it's not just the company. It's not just the product. Guys, it's this industry that is unbelievably powerful. And yes, it's like anything else in the world that's worthwhile. It requires commitment. It requires consistency. It requires focus. And I don't care what the company, what the product is, it's going to have ups and downs. And you need to be able to manage those ups and downs. But think about that in real life. every business, network marketing or otherwise, has its ups and downs. I mean, real estate, it doesn't matter what it is. It doesn't matter what the industry is. It's full of ups and downs. And so I think sometimes we can, the term is meant, in network marketing, use get rich quick, right? And I mean, but what does get rich quick mean? It is 3 to 5 years of focus, dedicated commitment, and maybe you're in it for 10 years before you have that 3 to 5 year real focus, dedicated run that can create that financial independence or wealth. But 3 to 5 years is quick, right? Because most people work a lifetime. We look at the statistics, 96% of people work an entire job, work an entire career, work their whole life, only to find, I just got to make sure I'm on the proper view. Yeah, speaker view. They work their entire life and are dead or dead broke. 3% are self-sustaining, and only 1% out of 100 is wealthy. And so the statistics in network marketing, what we can do, if you're willing, right? If you're coachable, if you're hungry, you have to want it, right? But it can create an extraordinary lifestyle. Another option, if we make a, comparison to businesses, hundreds of thousands of dollars invested, millions, I mean, not millions, but hundreds of things that can go wrong. The economy. I mean, I think about road construction. You have a thriving business and all of a sudden they redo the road in front of nobody can get to you. There's so many things in real business that can derail you, that are things out of your control. I mean, just look at what happened over the last 2.5 years with this, pandemic and how, has it been 2.5 years? 2 years? A little over 2 years? I mean, think about how many people's businesses completely went out of business, right? I mean, so now you compare it to network marketing. We're working out of our home anyway, and we're able to manage and work through, a lot of challenges. So from a lot of things that can derail it compared to what can derail a business, this is a better way, right? I mean, we look at professions, doctor, attorney, real estate, whatever it is. I mean, you look at doctors. I mean, these are people in most cases that want to help people, right? But the medical profession has made it difficult. I mean, with the HMOs and the PPOs and the, all of the committees that, dissect everything they do, and this person you shouldn't have treated, this person you should have treated, and I mean, all of the insurance is required, and they're working longer hours for less money, having to see more people. I mean, it's not what they signed up to help people, but they thought it was an unbelievable profession. I mean, I look at what I do in network marketing. I make more in a month than most doctors make in a year, right? With no education, right? Just through this incredible industry of network marketing. So I mean, there's just so many, I think, to really grow, to really thrive, to really maximize your opportunity here, you need to believe in the unbelievable, life-changing power of this industry. If you stay focused, if you stay consistent, right? If you work hard, and not let all the hurdles and the ups and downs, because they're everywhere. It's in everything. Unless you want to just live a mundane life, with really no excitement. You live for the weekends, in this 9-to-5 job where you're making someone else rich. You don't have maybe all the stresses. Your stresses and risks are broke, right? Or survival, or living a life of mediocrity and mundane life, versus what's available here. What's available in this unbelievable industry of network marketing. One of the other things that's a side benefit of network marketing is the personal development. I mean, the introduction to personal development, growing. I mean, there's so many talented people in this world living the mundane life, stuck in a job, stuck in a routine, stuck in something they don't like, having never had the opportunity to get introduced to personal development, and they have no idea what's really inside of them, right? They're frustrated, thinking there's more out there. But how do most people get introduced to personal development? Through network marketing, right? I mean, there's so many unbelievable benefits behind what it is that we do, right? In the network marketing industry. So that's one of the things I wanted to talk about. It's for I mean, look at school teachers, right? I mean, there's another, yes, a lot of them, it's a great profession because they get their summers off. But ultimately, I think most of them are just passionate also about education and contributing and having an impact on, but they didn't, when they signed up for it, think that everybody's going to have to go through a metal detector before they show up. I mean, that profession has changed. I mean, the different thing I hope I don't offend or, upset anybody here, but my daughter comes in last night and she's, we're living here in Vegas. She grew up in Fargo, North Dakota, small, city, 100,000 people, largest city in North Dakota, but it was relatively small city. Of Midwestern, real conservative type people. She said they are voting in the public school system about if they should put litter boxes in the restrooms because some people identify themselves as fur or something like that. I'm like, you've got to be kidding me. I mean, the world has gone crazy. Look at inflation. I mean, the impact, our money does not go as far as it once did. What are you going to do? I mean, costs have increased in everything. It's businesses' costs have gone up. So they can't just give you a raise because their costs have gone up. Your money goes, what are you going to do? If not this, what? Right? If not network marketing, what are you going to do? For most people, I'm telling you, this is about the only way. Without the risk, without the hundreds of thousands of dollars investment, without having a brilliant idea, without doing something extraordinary, you can work at something on a part-time basis, stay focused, stay consistent, work hard, again, on a part-time basis, maybe just a few hours a week, and grow it to a few more hours a week, to maybe grow it to a full-time business that you can build an extraordinary life. You can build an extraordinary life. So one of the keys to success, I believe, in this industry of network marketing is you have to get it to deep-seated into your heart, into your soul, into your mind, how incredibly powerful what it is that we have. Yes, like anything else, there's ups and downs. There's hurdles, there's challenges, there's things that happen that aren't fair, there's things that happen that shouldn't have happened, there's frustrations, but that's everywhere, right? It's everywhere. But ultimately, when the dust settles, this is a better way. It's a better way in every aspect. We grow people, not just businesses. We help people become more than they thought they could become through the personal development, through the encouragement, through the win-win philosophy that we have here at Network Marketing. So that's incredibly powerful. The other thing, that we do in network marketing from a standpoint of benefit is we have in network marketing, we have a higher quality of product than you'll typically find in retail. And I know people will say I don't believe that. How is that possible? But think about it. Retail, a store, is driven by price, right? It's a very price competitive world. People shop price. And if you're going to compete with price, what gets sacrificed? Quality. Let's look at network marketing. Network marketing is a results-driven business model, right? Again, retail, a store, very price-driven, right? Again, if we're going to compete with price, we're going to sacrifice quality. Network marketing is a results-driven business model. And so if your success depends on results, what do you need? A higher quality of product. So, there's exceptions to everything, but in most cases, you're going to find a higher quality product in this method of distribution. The other thing you're going to find in this method of distribution is you're going to find a higher level of service than you'll find in retail. I mean, whether you're you go to a store, you wonder if anybody works there anymore. I mean, you can't find anybody to talk to answer questions. I mean, in this industry, you have an upline, you have a team of people literally at your beck and call, working. Yes, you're in their downline, but they actually work for you. They're there to help you, support you, answer questions. I mean, you can take and be, let's say you're in a nutritional company, you've got doctors that you typically have to make an appointment to go see, literally volunteering their time to answer questions, to help you, to learn, right? And they do it with excitement and passion to want to give back because they so love the products and the possibilities and helping people, and they're doing it for free, right? As a member of your upline or a part of the company. So again, higher level of service. The other thing I don't think people realize, we can reach people in network marketing. In this particular business model, we can reach people that traditional business can't reach. Okay. And what I mean by that, traditional business, someone has to either see an advertisement, they have to be aware of something that intrigues them, that interests them, and then they go pursue it or look for it or to buy it. Maybe this is, in many cases, it's done through advertisement. In network marketing, we can actually pick up the phone and talk to an individual, go into someone's home. We can make an introduction to a product, to a service, to something that they would have never had an opportunity. So we're able to yes, we reach people through social media. We reach people through, as the momentum builds and the buzz builds, but we also reach people that otherwise would have never, ever learned or heard about what it is that you have or what you offer, right? So we can reach people retail can't reach. So the benefits are so vast behind network marketing. What the opportunity for you, me, for the everyday person to have an extraordinary life. Yes, does it? Even look at, actors and athletes, right? Actors or actresses. I mean, they live to be recognized. They live to have that break, to be the Sandra Bullock. But for every Sandra Bullock out there or Brad Pitt out there, I mean, there are literally tens of thousands of starving artists, trying to get that break. But then they get the break. They become the superstar. And now they lose their life. They lose their privacy. They trade stardom. They trade their freedom for stardom, right? Because they can't literally even go to dinner without somebody, bugging them or demanding their time. Network marketing, you can become a star in this industry, but you can have that incredible feeling of recognition that can come almost like a movie star. But yet when you're not at the event or in the company, you can have a normal life. I mean, this is simply a better way, right? So it is a better way in every aspect. But again, I don't want, there's still challenges. There's still problems. There's still hiccups. There's still things that happen that shouldn't happen. There's still things that aren't fair. Like any business, it has its cycles of ups and downs. It's believing in the long term of it. It's staying focused. It's staying consistent. It's, working hard. And it can be a profession, but you have to have the proper mindset and belief and understanding, because people will work an entire job, right? And we know the statistics, 96% of them reach 65 after an entire career of working a job for someone else, maybe even having a college education. Most likely they weren't wise in their investments. Most likely they reach, they're that 96% that are dead or dead broke. With not much more than to wish they could do it all over again. Only 3% are independent of other, having someone else help them, and only 1% are wealthy. So look at the statistics in network marketing. It gives people a real opportunity. But yes, there's a lot of people that enter this industry that don't stay focused, don't stay consistent. They can't handle the emotional roller coaster. They quit, and they may even look back on it and say it was awful, right? I would be willing to challenge those people and say, whatever your level of success or lack of success was that you had here in this industry, somehow you grew as a person. You became a stronger, a better person through your participation. Even if you don't make the money, you become a better person through the personal development, through what you learn. But the money is there. But it does take that focus and commitment, and maybe it takes you 10 years to figure it out, right? And then there's a 3 to 5 year run where you create that fortune. But again, looking in comparison to a job, you work your whole life at a job to reach the end statistically, and you have nothing, right? What if it does take you 10 years here and you can do it part-time without giving up the security of your full-time job? You can learn, you can have excitement, you can have a dream again, right? Because these people that most people out there, in the world are disappointed. Like, they're living a life of quiet desperation. It hasn't worked out. Life has not worked out the way they thought, right? They didn't, I'm going to be dead broke, right? And dependent on others. That's my goal, right? It's not what they set out to be successful, but life somehow beats you down, because our whole society is driven around this. Look at school system. The schools, and I'm not against, school, or I struggled in school, but I'm not against schools. I'm not against college. I'm not against education. I think that's going to improve, enhance your potential. But all of those institutions don't teach you to be wealthy. They teach you to survive. They teach you to be an employee, right? They teach you you have to get beyond that and think beyond that, but you have to believe you can do it. And I believe in this industry of networking is about the only way the everyday person can do that. So anyway, I've been on a 26-minute soapbox here about my excitement towards the life-changing power of this industry, what it can really do. And so I want to take and let's take and open it up for a little interaction, a little discussion, see what some other people want to contribute or say, or hey, if you think I'm crazy and there's a better way out there, I'd like to hear it, but I don't think there is. Go ahead. Who'd like to jump in and say something?
Can I think you're crazy and still agree with you?
Yeah, you can do that.
Okay, just checking.
Still agree with me. Yep. Who wants to jump in here and give us some input? I'm looking on Facebook. We got a lot of comments. See if there's something here I can pick up. Just mainly hellos from Mexico and from all over the world. That's fantastic. So anyway, guys, that was my main topic here today. I wanted to help you understand what you're part of here, what you're a part of in this industry of network marketing. It is an incredibly powerful industry. If you treat it as such, it can create a life that you've once never could have dreamed of. It can create personal development that you would have never been exposed to. It can build people. It can help people in ways that are unimaginable. And part of the, I talk about this all the time. The number one element for success is your belief, right? Belief in, the company, belief in the products, belief in yourself, but belief in this industry that we love of network marketing, that it simply is a better way in all the different things that are out there. For the vast majority of us, this is simply a better way. So anybody want to jump in and comment or contribute? A quiet group here today. Come on, anybody? Somebody's got to have something on their mind they'd like to say, and just.
Hi, John. Can you hear me?
Yes, I can. Go ahead.
This is Yvonne. I just wanted to say that I absolutely agree with you. Education gives us the mindset to think clearly, but we will never achieve the financial freedom that we do and can through network marketing. So you're absolutely right. And I wanted to commend you on a job well done today, as always. Thank you so much.
Thank you. Much appreciated that. Thank you.
John, I'll say something real quick here, Chris Lamont.
Yes. Hey, Chris.
Yeah, no, I just what you said is absolutely true. I mean, I thought I'd never be in this industry after leaving the aviation industry as flying jets and stuff. But now I'm sitting here in my kitchen with my laptop. I'm looking at the Pacific Ocean here. And it's all from this industry. I mean, it's changed my life, and I never thought I'd be, sitting here in the Pacific Ocean, Ocean View home, from what I was doing in the past. So I've been doing this industry, like you said, myself personally, over 30 years. And, but everything you said, I've helped a lot of people along the way, which is also another satisfying part of the industry, is helping people achieve their goals. I've helped a bunch of people achieve six-figure incomes as well. So no, it's a life-changing industry. And you're spot on.
Yes, thank you for that. I'm looking through my notes, Chris, as you're talking here, and here's another statistic I'm just going to throw out here. This was a survey done by AARP, and they asked, there was a survey, would you like to live to 100? And 63% of the people said no. 63% said, no, I don't want to live to 100. And then asked, why would you not want to live to 100? And 46% of them, it was declining health. Right. And that's understandable. I mean, and that's something we can help with. Right. That's something we have products within this industry that can help in that area and give people that hope and the money to support it. But here's the other one. 38% didn't want to live to be 100 because they didn't have the money. They didn't know how they can support themselves. And guys, I'm telling you, with what's going on in the world today with inflation, and I mean, it's everything. It's everything. It cost. I don't know how people do it. I mean, when I'm looking at the costs of everything, and what I know people in that real world make in the jobs, I don't know how they do it. Rent. I mean, rent. If you're not a homeowner and you're renting, it's unbelievable what the costs are. If you aren't a homeowner, you're renting and you want to buy, forget about it. I mean, the cost of real estate everywhere has gone completely insane. I was lucky I got in before the boom here in Las Vegas, and that's fantastic. But I mean, the trickle down effect of the cost of gas and food, and they're talking eggs, and I mean everything. The cost of living today. Most people, even if they're in that job, they need that job, right? They need it for their security. They need it, to pay the bills, so they're not stressed out. But it is never going to get them, or very, very few people, it's ever going to get them over the hump to really live, right? What do we have? An opportunity to do something part-time, not a second job to make a little bit of extra money. And the thing about jobs is when you stop working, guess what? You stop getting paid. Work something like this on a part-time basis. Yes, you have your job to keep your life going, but building a future on a part-time basis in a network marketing. Guys, what we have is so incredibly powerful, and it doesn't require education. It doesn't require money. It doesn't, require brilliance. It just requires you getting excited. It requires belief. It requires some action. Maybe it's only a couple hours a week, but over time, with commitment and focus, it can change and totally change your circumstances and change your life. So with that, I'll say goodbye. Thank you guys for your attention here today. I hope you enjoyed and got something out of this. We had a nice group on Facebook as well and YouTube. So have a fantastic weekend, and we'll talk to y'all again soon. Bye now.